Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's show. Today we have Trevor Emdon on the show. Hi, Trevor. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. And yourself?
Wonderful. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. And
Pleasure.
today we're going to talk a little bit about the product that you're going to release within a couple of days, called,
On the 28th.
excuse me?
On the 28th,
Yes,
which
on the
is
28th.
today's
Yeah.
way, yeah.
Next week, yeah. Facebook Traffic Ricochet. Very
Yes.
interesting name for a product. How did you come about that name?
Um, well, I think I better tell you how I came across the whole idea,
Yeah.
because the first thing to say is I wasn't intending to create a product.
Mm-hmm.
I was just intending to get some traffic to my blog. And maybe the second thing to tell you and all your lovely viewers and listeners is that I'm not immediately in the internet marketing world. I do some internet marketing, but it's because I started way back before the internet was even around as a writer. And what I write about is what I was trained in, which is I was trained in psychiatry and psychotherapy. So I write self-help programs and books. And then when the internet came along, a long time ago now, but I'm quite old, I suddenly saw a way that I could bypass magazine editors and agents and so on and reach an audience directly. So it started from there years ago. And obviously things have evolved and I've learned a huge amount along the way, as I'm sure any of us who are involved with the internet have. But what I wanted to do, these days I have my own website and a blog, which is, wizardofwisdom.com. And I wanted to drive traffic to my blog posts. And I didn't have a big budget and I have a Facebook presence and so on. And I know that I can buy advertising from Facebook, but I didn't want to do that because I want to risk the little money that I had when I was just starting out. So I found a way to get people from groups and pages that I belong to in my niche
Mm-hmm.
to, as it were, bounce back from there to my blog post. That's why I called it Ricochet. So it's FB traffic. So the traffic's already there,
Mm-hmm.
and by using the technique that I created, I just put it together really in my head. Well, I wonder if that'll work, and it kind of did. And every time I did it, I'd get 50, sometimes 100 hits. I'd get people joining my mailing list. I'd get more money from my AdSense. Not every time, everything, but I could see the stats climbing, and it was easy to do. They took about 10 minutes to do, and so I just kept doing it, and I still do it.
And
So
you have experienced that would you say, what is the percentage of your traffic increased exponentially, right? By doing that.
oh, I think I worked it out as a percentage. The first 30 days that I did, I think it was something like 1100%. I mean,
That's a lot.
it was a lot. Yeah,
That's
I can't remember.
phenomenal, yes.
Huge, yeah,
Okay.
four figures, yeah,
Okay,
easily,
wonderful.
yeah.
Okay, that's good news. That's let me just quickly get this thing. It jumped out. My questions just jumped all over the place. I just quickly have to get them back. Okay, there they are. All right, so you told me a little bit about yourself, and so this is how you decided to come online, basically from a totally different niche, and now you have ventured into the internet marketing niche. That's right?
No, no, not really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider myself a marketer. I had to teach myself
Mm-hmm.
enough marketing
Yes.
to make a living online. I quit my day job a few years ago. Um, I knew this is what I wanted to do, and we only get one shot at this life, Abby, is the way I see it. And so
Mm-hmm.
this is my passion. I know I have to do this. I know I've got something that I think makes a difference to people's lives. I think I've got a particular angle on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not Tony Robbins, but I wanted to get my share of that pie.
Yes.
And so there's the internet sitting there, all of these people. How do I reach them? So I'd already joined various Facebook groups and Facebook pages and so on,
Mm-hmm.
coming up to date in my own niche, and I would post in there and I would answer posts in there like anybody would
Mm-hmm.
anyway. And I started thinking, how can I get some of that traffic? Because some of them are very busy, those groups and pages, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
How can I get some of that traffic to my own website so that I start getting, sometimes I'd want to promote some of my trainings or a new book or a program that I was putting out. And rather than send those people directly to sales pages, it was more comfortable, I think, for both parties, me and them, to send them to blog posts, give them little tidbits and valuable information, and then get them to click on the links from the blog posts. Much easier to do that from Facebook anyway. Very difficult, I think. Most marketers seem to agree that even with Facebook ads, if you're paying for traffic from Facebook, the thing not to do is don't try and send traffic from Facebook directly to a sales page or even a squeeze page, because people don't go to Facebook to go shopping. They go to Facebook to go chatting. It's the coffee shop, it's the water cooler, it's where people just want to meet their friends. So they're not in shopping mode. So in any case, I'd already learned the best thing to do with Facebook traffic was to send it to blog posts and then use the blog posts to give them something valuable or entertaining and entice them to click or opt into my list from there. So from there, it was just like, well, how can I intercept traffic that's already there? And what I essentially did was I integrated YouTube. I came up with the idea that there are a ton of videos related to any market, any niche you can possibly imagine, and sometimes that relationship is, I'll be honest, a bit tenuous, but you can make it relate in many ways. And those videos already have a lot of traffic. So combining the videos and the traffic that was coming to the Facebook groups together, I got this overlap, and that's hence the Ricochet thing. So they're kind of bouncing off.
They're bouncing off, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I did go through the product. I saw that you had a little mastermind at the bottom. You had a little link to, how does that tie in with, it's like a webinar that you're going to have?
Right? Well, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, because what you saw was a previous version of it. We've updated that now that there is going to be a webinar.
Okay.
And the webinar this time is not being done by yours truly, because we've got Dan Da Silva and Art Flair, who are names that you may have come across.
I do, yes, I do know them.
Those guys have put together. I'm so thrilled to have them on board, because they are doing a webinar. It's free for the purchasers of FB Traffic Ricochet. And because what they know how to do is take that Ricochet traffic, because they've seen the value of my method that I sort of stumbled upon, and they've said, wow, you've got all this traffic, you can get it in any niche, it's free, you can do it, it takes 10 minutes to do. What are you doing with it, Trevor? In fact, Dan Da Silva spoke to me on Skype about a week ago. He said, what are you doing with it? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? I was like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that. And so they are going to do like a masterclass webinar to show people how to take that traffic and turn it into a really, really valuable commodity, how to monetize it in many, many ways that I would never have thought of. So that's why I said I'm not a marketer. I just need to market my writing.
Yes.
And I figured this out, and they kind of went, hey, you're onto something there. And have you thought of doing this, and this? So it's all come together very beautifully.
Okay, wonderful. This is good news.
Yeah.
Yes. My question to you is, when it comes to mindset, you are into self-development, right?
Sure.
You do that. What is the most important thing for people who buy this course? What type of mindset do you think they must have for them to be able to succeed with your method?
Well, that's a great question. I didn't know you were going to ask me that. But I think that the success mindset, Abby, for anything has to be, I believe I can do it. Okay, let me tell you what I think it mustn't be. And this is the one I see so many times, and I see it on the Warrior Forum and so many other marketing places. And oh no, please don't do that. And the mindset that people, I think, want to have, I'll push this button and money will spit out of my computer. And even though FB Traffic Ricochet is really fast, I mean, you will get traffic within minutes, seconds sometimes, of doing these little Ricochet posts. Right? And the traffic will go on as well, because obviously on Facebook, you know people like and share, and so it trickles on for days sometimes. Not at the same quantity you get immediately, but you get a rush of traffic and then you get a trickle. So it can really pay off. But it still won't spit money out of your computer. I think the mindset people need to have, whatever it is that people are in or trying to establish themselves in the internet marketing world, whatever it is believing in themselves that they have something of value at the end of that pipeline to offer. Yeah. And whether they put that on the blog post or whether they're promoting, as you are, whether you're promoting other people's whereas it's the way you do it, it's your particular presentation, it's your style, and even though other people will be promoting this as well, no one will do it quite like you, and that's what makes it special.
Yes.
And that we each need to recognize our own specialness, our own uniqueness, and not think, oh, I've got nothing to say, who am I? Everybody has something special to say, and that's why it works.
Yeah. I've also noticed that apart from you talking about the traffic in your product, you are also talking about monetization. So not only are people getting to see how they can drive traffic to their site, but I mean, within a couple of days, you made like, how much was it? £6 from,
Well,
that's great.
I told you, we've added another bonus video to the ones you saw as well. I have added another bonus video about other monetization ways that I've realized since I made that original set.
Yes.
But also, as I told you, that webinar, that's going to take the monetization to a whole
higher
advanced
level.
Ninja stuff. But yeah, so many ways you can make money from the traffic. Obviously, to some extent, depends on the market you're in. But in the new video, for example, one of the ways that I wasn't even aware of at the time, because I told you've said, and I'm in the self-development market. I have my own stuff, but I realized a lot of people don't have their own products, don't have their own things to sell, which is fine, and you don't need to. But one of the things, and again, you mentioned, was that I was sending people to my own webinar in the first original issue of FB Traffic Register. Now, a lot of people are think that they can't do webinars, or they're scared to do webinars, or they think they have nothing to say. This is again about success mindset.
Yes.
But in the bonus video that we're including this time, I found a way that you can still use that traffic to cash in on webinars, and it will work beautifully with FB Traffic Ricochet posts. So I'm not going to reveal that here, but there's a little tidbit in there. It's just I wish I'd known about that the first time, because it's really smart.
Yeah. Okay. So a totally new person, somebody who hasn't done, they want to make a bit of money on the side. How can they get started with this? Without revealing too much of what is in the product, what do you think they should have in place before they can do this? If they buy it now and they want to proceed, what should they have first in place? Yes.
Okay. Well, the only tools that you need, obviously, this is free traffic, so you're not going to spend any money on the traffic. So they need a Facebook account. They need to know what market they're in, roughly. Well, better than roughly, hopefully. So it's not like one day I'm going to promote dog grooming and the next day I'm going to promote sailboats or something. I mean, you need to have some kind of focus, obviously. So they need a Facebook account, a focus. They need some sort of blog. I've got WordPress. I guess a lot of people will have WordPress, but it doesn't have to be WordPress. They just need a free blog will do perfectly well. So that's what they need in terms of tools. Obviously, access to YouTube, but I guess everybody's got that as well.
Yes.
You don't need to make any videos. You use videos that are already there. Okay. So, and then in terms of making the money, well, again, that really is how long is a piece of string, because it depends on the market. I got AdSense on my blog posts, and I have an opt-in form on my blog post, not a squeeze page, but an opt-in form. So I started getting people signing up to my list, which was great, and then I could make them offers from there. But also the other thing, with some of them, I would include in the little post some link to an affiliate offer or a CPA offer. There's no reason why you can't do any of those things. But what you can't do, and I'm clear about it, is you can't send people from Facebook directly to a sales page. That won't work. People don't like that from Facebook anyway.
Yes. Okay. The product itself, how much is the front end?
I believe it's starting at $17, so it's really cheap.
It is cheap.
From a dime sale.
Is it on dime sale?
I'm not sure if it is. I think it might be just $17.
Okay.
The business end of it's being handled by a partner this time.
So, yes.
Yeah.
What about OTOs? Do you have any OTOs involved in the process? In the whole?
Yes, there are a couple of OTOs which are not necessary for the main method. But obviously, if people want to take things to the next level, I'll tell you effectively what they are. The first OTO is for people who are interested to look more in a broader sense at how to promote things from social media, so including Facebook, and if they want to go on and look at purchasing some paid traffic from social media. So there's that one. And then the final one is a program that I put together for people like me who are not necessarily in the internet marketing market. There's lots of people who are, in a million different markets out there. So for people in the non-internet marketing or the make money online marketplace, I put together another program to show people how to find and monetize other markets.
Okay. My reader base is defined as want to be entrepreneurs, and they know what they want to become, but they don't know exactly how to get there. What golden nugget would you impart to them that will help them on their way to achieve success?
Thanks, Abby, for that one.
Just a golden nugget that they can take. Yes.
Okay. Well, being me, I'm going to have to talk about mindset again, because I think
that's very important.
Yeah. I think, right, okay, I'm going to try and pin this down in this golden nugget that you've asked me to deliver here. The biggest mistake I think people make in becoming successful in anything is looking first for the how to do it, instead of looking first this way and saying, how should I be? Because if you start by being someone who believes in yourself, believes that you have something good to offer, then you will always find a way. If you start with, oh, well, I don't think I've got anything special to offer, but let me see what technique there is out there that I can push a button and make something happen, that's always, you might make a few bucks here and there, but it's always going to fall, and you'll look for the next shiny object because you're not actually believing that the source is worth the result. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So if I have to give you a golden nugget, it would be about look inwards before you start looking outwards. There was a lovely quote I saw in a book some years ago that said, if I don't go within, I go without.
Yes. That's a lovely quote, and I think it will help a lot of entrepreneurs. I know when I was not knowing what to do, I also looked outside. And then when I went inside and realized that I could offer something, no matter whether it is something that I feel people might not like, I started to see progress in my business.
So, yeah, it makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does. It makes a huge difference. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Trevor.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. And, please let me know when the video is posted on your site. And,
I will do that. I will do so. I'll send you a link. And then all the best with your launch. I'll keep on going into the membership site just to see what else you have put up there. Thank you.
Lovely.
All right.
My pleasure. Nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you. Bye-bye.